Let me tell you a story, okay? As a kid, in the middle of my primary schools, there's a bug. In the middle of the primary school, I had to move schools, right? Now, it was fine, really. It made friends, it was nice, it was all good, right? But there was a problem. And that problem was with a certain video I watched at my first primary school that I then had to watch again at my second one. This was a video on YouTube called Alma short film. Okay? Now, thing about Alma is it is terrifying. Especially I was what? I think I was like year I had to be under year 3 age the first time I watched it, maybe year 2 or something. Had to write about it then. Terrified me. Then I had to write about it again in my second primary school, so like at max I think it was year 5. So you can already imagine, hey, that's not very nice for a kid to have to do something that's scary, that's terrifying. But that's only if you know what I'm talking about, of course. Not everyone has seen this video, so I'm gonna go over the video and basically just rant again, like with my Corey video, and just complain and review and tell you why exactly I detest this video. Okay? Now, of course, I'm not going to have the sound because I don't want to get copyright. I don't want to get into no copyright business. I don't care what it is. Like it happened with my Kai's Universe video. That's got copyright on it when I look at it. So I don't want that to happen because I just don't want to mess with it. So we're gonna have the sound off, but we're gonna play the video. But of course, gotta have a snack. Got some breadsticks. I eat these. I just eat. You ever just eat a breadstick? No care in the world. I do. Anyway, let's stop it. Let's just get to the thing. Okay. We guys, yeah, change of plans. I'm keeping the sound on. This is when I'm editing the video. We're keeping the sound on, so just ignore what I say. Now, so first thing you see, is this town. I press mute. Why is it that whenever I press mute, it just doesn't mute? I don't know. Um. Oh yeah, you won't hear that because yeah, I'm not taking any chances. Anyway, so you see this girl skipping. Then you see this weird shaped window. I know this because I wrote about it. That's supposed to be a monster's face. Like those are the eyes, teeth, and then this is like a mouth. I guess those are nubs. I guess you got like tooth surgery or something. So that's the first red flag basically. But this little girl, I think, me personally, I think she's special. Or like really stupid. Because you know what? Alma, even comparing special needs people to Alma feels like an insult to special needs people. Because, look, just the slow, it's worse with the music, but of course I can't play the music. You see the doll, and doll turns up right behind her. That's weird enough, right? Then, this doll that she just didn't notice before, that looks exactly like her, she sees it in the window. Now you might just think, wow, what a coincidence. This must be some rinky-dink thing. Looks back, it's gone. She looked away. Not even away. She didn't look behind her. She didn't look left or right. She was like, she literally just looked slightly down at her outfit, looks back up, disappeared. She doesn't see anyone in the shop. She just sees a doll that disappears in an instant. Okay? That's red flag number 2. And yeah, as we're going to see, continues. Anyway, continue. So yeah, her walking around the shop, her weird doll. She's looking in the shop. She sees that the doll somehow in that split second has moved there, and she's like, oh, I want to go get it. So then she tries just straight up breaking into this store. Clearly no one's here. Clearly it's locked. But for some reason she's mad. And then she decides, you know what? No, I'm going to be mad at this. So she nearly escapes. Pause. She nearly escapes. She nearly had the chance to be perfectly fine. Not because of her own free will. Not because she was smart and decided, you know what? This is a sketchy situation with a sketchy doll and a sketchy shop. I'm not gonna put myself in this situation. No. It just doesn't open and she nearly gives up. And that's the closest she comes to surviving. Unpause. So then the door opens, of course. She doesn't find anything wrong with this. That the door just conveniently opens. Like, this is already disturbing enough. I feel like I should, like, this is pretty disturbing, right? This isn't just me. No? I hope not. Anyway, you know what? Let me just let the video play a little. Yep, so just then she sees her thing. Now, keep in mind, the door is closing. The door is just closing behind her. Then, look at this. She's that on the floor. Now, who's that? It's a little doll. Now, see what that little doll did? I'm gonna pause, and I'm gonna go back a bit. Okay, look. This doll, you see this on the floor? It's this weird wheelie thing. She picks it up. Its first reaction is to somehow do a full-on turn and drift to the door. So this shop is weird enough that that the own doll in the shop is trying to get out. And then her doll just straight up disappears again. So that is pause. 2 more red flags. One is even the doll in the shop did not want to be there. And then she should know, she knows no one else is in that shop. It is just her. There is possibly no one who could have moved that doll from that table, and it is somehow now on the shelf. But does she think, okay, no, it should not move on its own. And if the doll's moving away from me this much, maybe I just shouldn't touch it. Maybe that's a warning. She doesn't think so. So, we're gonna keep going. So, she for some reason finds that just so wonderful that this doll has instant transmission, I guess. All these demented looking dolls staring at her like, oh my goodness, what an idiot. This doll's still trying to escape. That's how much he hates it, Dan. She reaches for it.
Ding, the flashing lights are over.
Put like an epilepsy warning down. And then boom, she touches the doll. And now, she is the doll. Okay, this is terrifying. I can get homesick. I don't want to be. I'm a bit homesick and claustrophobic. So the thought of not being able to move and never seeing your family again, that's a bit terrifying. So then we see her eyes move. We see all the other dolls move, showing us that this has. And we see, pause. We see dolls from Asia, we see dolls from all around the world. So basically, this shop is like some sort of event, like a carnival type thing, moving around the globe. I didn't know that there were this many dumb kids, but apparently I was wrong. So yeah, we see all the little dolls, and then near instantly, next one is put out for the next stupid kid to think, wow, what a cool doll. I'm gonna go through a bunch of hassle. And the door fully closed again. Of course it did. So that, everyone, is armor. Boom. I'm gonna pause that. Now, here's the problem I have with this whole thing. Okay? The reason I'm gonna say something when some it's not just a pet peeve for me when someone in a horror thing is overly dumb. It's a fear. Because I imagine myself in that situation and I think how I'm just actively walking into my death. And it scares me because the dumbness is so frightening. Like, I am so scared of how idiotic those decisions are that I feel fear for because I'm not going to do them, but I'm so terrified at the possibility that I could even possibly do it. Because it's just terrifying. And we see every single opportunity she has to go back, to not touch the doll, and she doesn't take any of them. And that is so frustrating to me. It's like if you see someone putting their hand in the mouth of a crocodile, like it's not you, but you're terrified because you know what's gonna happen. It's not hard to figure out. The hand's gonna get eaten, right? So, oh my goodness, I need another breadstick. So of course, we're already like. So I'm now thinking to myself, how dumb the person is, and that scares me. Okay, like their dumbness frightens me. So let's go back a little on the video. Let's go back. So with our knowledge, we know that all the dolls in this shop have souls in them, right? So keep this in mind. So when we see this scene of that doll, there is a soul in that doll. That kid. So we see that the doll tricycle has to do like 3 different turns to get to the door. He's determined. He wants out, but he can't get out because he was stupid before, and now he's got to suffer with that permanently. Which is another thing that scared me. Imagine such like a random decision changes your life forever, because now you're just gone. You're that is your life now. And think about this. If we look at all the different dolls, like some of them might be from around the world, some of them might even be from different time periods. I mean, we look at all the different styles. Some of these dolls could be centuries older than the other ones. Imagine having to live the rest, not even the rest of your life. You're now just living forever in this doll shop, unable to move. And you just have to sit there and watch the next stupid kid walk in the shop and ignore all the red flags to do this. And you know what I like to think? I like to think that this shop is hundreds of years old because not every kid is that dumb. And so all the dolls we see in the shop, all these like spanning out, Yeah? I'm fucking paranoid, man. You know what? Nah. I'm not putting the headphones back on. See, it fucking. Anyway, we're gonna keep trekking forward. I have to get over this at some point. So yeah, we see all these dolls, but I like to think that over the whole time, these are just like the small amount of kids that it's actually gotten. Like, because we see how quick the next kid comes out, right? Like, near instant after the neck after but at that bottom, because like right after the first one we just saw, Alma, another doll gets put in the window for another kid, right? And we know that kid has to be like a few seconds away. So I'm here thinking that not every kid who sees this shop actually falls for it, and it's just like this is like the centuries of dumb kids. Because I'm thinking if I was in this situation, here's what I do. I see this shop, right? I'm like, huh, that's weird. Me. Like just not even it's not even mistakable, it's just me. I think, maybe I can check this out. If I look away for a split second and it's gone, I don't see anyone else in the shop, I leave. But let's say I'm stupid. Let's say brain cell gone. So, of course, I try the door. The door's locked. I leave. But let's say the door creaks open and I don't find that suspicious at all and I go in. That's like what, 5 extra brain cells just gone for that to happen? Then we see the doll on the floor trying to escape. I'm leaving. But let's say I have 50 brain cells lost. Okay? Then I see the doll just straight up disappear. No chance that anyone quickly snagged it and put it on wherever. No, just straight the doll teleports. I'm leaving. I don't think there is any level of brain cells you could take away from my brain to make me stay and continue trying to get to this doll. And that's where it would end. Because I can genuinely not think of a possibility where I am stupid enough to go for. There is. No. I don't mess with haunted things. So, if I even got in the situation, definitely. I mean, in the first place, I wouldn't just go in a shop. If I don't see anyone in there and the door doesn't work the first time, I'm gonna assume it's locked at least. Like, but apparently, Alma here is just perfectly fine with breaking and entering. That's not good. Like, I don't know what this kid is doing, but it shouldn't be breaking and entering. Anyway, I think I got it all out of my system. Yeah. Really, really, really do not like this. Whole thing just, it terrifies me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be brave and admit this. This is fucking scary. Okay? Terrifying. This is. Things like this are the reason. I can't even do a Roblox horror game. I'm disappointed in myself. That's kind of what this channel is about. Just me having a journey to being able to handle scary stuff. But yeah. One day I hope we can do it. But that day is not today. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I did another rant. I'm sorry. I promise I'll figure out more games, more stuff. And, yeah, I promise. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed the little rant I did. And if you did, leave a like, leave a comment, say, I want you to rant about something else. I'll rant about something else. There's a lot I can, say. So, really, or if you want games, just say games. Any comment would be appreciated, really. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate everything that you do, and I'll see you in the next one. So, bye, guys.